What is up? We are back. This is the last video on the Bat Chat 15555 Tier 9, and we are in Mountain Pass, and I still don't have the engine and the tracks upgraded. I'm still using a suspension or something like that just to speed up the grind, and I have clicked on where I want to take my first shot. This guy rubbed into me and made me lose my reticle there, but that's okay. Still a fairly quick aim. And I was pretty disappointed here because the light tank ELC, even on my team, should have just poked around that corner and he could have spotted everything here that was crossing. And because of that, we do not have any information. I was really pissed off, but we have one target here. And the only reason why he was spotted was because he was actually sitting out in the open. And so the thing about Mountain Pass is as soon as you make a shot, you want to move a little bit at least, because there is a good chance that the enemy artillery is looking at your direction and looking for the gun trails, and so he will be trying to aim you down as well. Well, not all the time, but it happens often, and it does happen a lot on this map. Because you are in an exposed position, it's easy for them to target you. There isn't much cover for the artillery here, and once they can spot your gun trail or your tracer, they can quite successfully hone down on your position. So you need to pay attention to try and move at least a little bit after you've shot. And now it looks like we're not doing really well here because we've given up a lot of map control. Now you can see the middle of the map, the PTA has crossed the water. These guys have pushed all the way down here. We have two heavies on our team, the E75 and the T10, but they have gone down the ice roadway and they are the top tier. This is a 357 maybe, or whatever it is. We don't have a lot of top tier heavies. In fact, those guys are the only two top tier heavies, the E75 and the T10, but they've decided to go up the ice road, which is very unfortunate for us. Now, even though we are leading 4-1 and we have a healthy about 3000 HP lead here, you can see that they are closing down and we are losing a lot of map control here, and I am getting less and less opportunities to shoot. I don't have shot on this guy. I tried to splash him, but I can't. I am not very useful in this position, so I'm going to try and find a different angle. See if I can shoot those guys over there right in this corner, but it doesn't look like I have that kind of angle, and I have no idea what to do. I'm in a platoon with a buddy of mine. He's in 430. He's made the crucial error of overextending himself, which you will see soon, and he's made his move up here. He's lost a lot of HP, more than half, and he has gone to this position where he has no support apart from me, and I am not fully loaded yet, and he's going to get rushed by another guy on the 430. The enemy 430 is in a platoon and they are a bunch of good players, and I don't have a clear shot here, so I'm not going to waste it. Fortunately, the other artillery taken care of that AMX-54. I'm going to try and finish this off if I can, but I hit the rocks instead, so that's a little bit unfortunate. Now, over the past 6 months, I've been grinding out this Bat Chat 15555. Basically, I don't try and speed grind artilleries. What I try to do is just do my ×2. Sometimes on the weekends you get the ×3, ×4. Whenever you get the times, you just do that once a day and you will inch your way up into the researching the tier 10. But over the Christmas period and the New Year and now the Chinese New Year period, there were a lot of XP bonuses that you could use. I stacked them up with my personal reserves, and I'm able to semi-speed grind this thing and try to get rid of it as quick as possible. This isn't my target tank. Of course, I want to get to the Bat Chat tier 10, which may or may not be useful in Clan Wars, so I'm going to use that. I'm trying to get that as quick as possible. Missed this guy, very unfortunate. This is where the two guys were, the T10 and the E75. Now this E75 is still very healthy on my team. I don't know why he is being so timid versus a tier 8 Lowy Lover and a one-shot M103. This E75 was total trash, and it doesn't help that I missed my shots as well. So I couldn't help this E75, and there's that 103. He could have HE that 103 and finished him off and slowly chip away at this tier 8 premium tank. E75s are really strong tanks. He could have easily dealt with that, but he's probably a new player or an inexperienced player. So from a 3000 HP advantage, we are now almost back to even. We are even on kills, 8 apiece, and we have about 500-600 XP advantage. My position there was no longer tenable, and I had to make a run for it. I know exactly where I'm going. Once this guy gets out of my way, I can make my way there. Now the GWE, or what, GW whatever, the German artillery that was side by side with me, he's decided to stay there, and he should have left with me, but he was too slow to react, and now he's just got himself stuck there. So what I'm going to do is take a position into somewhere around these bushes, and what I want to do immediately is trying to get rid of the M103. So I'm peeing on the map where I want to shoot. Hopefully that UDAS or the GWE can poke over and proxy spot them or something, but neither of them are doing it. The UDAS is being very timid up on the hill. He's not spotting anything. That GWE is just trying to save his ass. He didn't spot anything and he died. So it would have been better if he had poked over, at least stick his turret over the ridge. He would have spotted that M103 or that Lowy Lover, whatever. But finally this guy is spotted, so I can finish him off. That was a pretty easy kill. No signs in that. So now I will try to get into the bushes and try to get my hull locked in and not move my hull. Remember, you are driving something with a hull. If you can traverse your turret, keep your hull stationary and just traverse your turret. That way you retain your camo for as long as possible. I'm gonna shotgun this guy. I'm not even using the sky view. I just want to shotgun him, but I want my reticle to be as small as possible before I pull my trigger, which is why I saved my shot there. Now I still haven't moved my hull because I think that I can stay unspotted if I don't move my hull. In any case, I do not have 6th sense on this tank. For me, it is not necessary to have 6th sense on an artillery, so I saved that skill for something else. I was kind of getting annoyed with that UDAS because he could have been more useful by spotting those guys that were pushing forward, that were coming to our base, so I could shoot them. And I was kind of annoyed with this guy. He could have kept them spotted, and he could have kept that 430 spotted, so that 430, when he was pushing his way into the bridge, our teammate could have spotted him coming and finished him off or something. But maybe he's redeemed himself. He's killed off this guy. It looks like finally in the end it's 2v2, and they still have a 132 and a 430 coming our way. That 430 is a one shot for either of us, so we have a pretty good defensive position here. The UDAS is on top of the hill while I'm hidden in the bushes. If that UDAS spots anything, I can probably shotgun it, so that's exactly what I'm going to do here. But as you have it, artilleries aren't that accurate sometimes, especially during the clutch and important shots. They tend to miss a lot. But nevertheless, this 132 has given me time to reload, because he can't actually rush me, because if he rushes me, that UDAS would be shooting him in the butt. So he needs to take care of that UDAS first. And while he's taking care of that UDAS, he wasted some time and given me time to reload. And Fortunately, I got a shot off at him going up the hill. Especially when they go up the hill, they are particularly slower and would be an easier target for me to shoot. So I'm not going to waste my time. There is five minutes on the clock. That 4-3-0 would be silly to try and rush us because he would be trying to kill that Udes uphill, or he would have been trying to rush me, in which case that Udes would have shot him in the butt. And he is a one shot, so he's not going to risk coming into our base. The best thing he can do is probably find a defensive position and try to catch us out, getting to his base, which is exactly what I want to do now here, because I know this is going to end up a draw if I don't make any plays or if I don't do anything. So I would rather lose than draw, because a draw and a lose is the same thing. You don't get anything when you draw. There's no stat there that says, oh, you are great at drawing your game. So you might as well take that gamble, try to win the game, play it like a man. If you lose, you lose. At least you died trying. So this is exactly what I'm going to do now. The idea is I'm going to get to their base and sit outside the cap circle and try to catch that 4-3-0 coming back to defend his base. That was the idea. That Udes, I didn't even message him, I didn't even tell him to follow me or anything, because I just assumed that he was a terrible player, because from the way he was playing defending the base, he didn't do any spotting when that earlier on when the two tanks were pushing into our base. I knew that he was going to not be a very experienced or good player, so I didn't expect any help from him. So what I was going to do is just sit outside the cap circle and try to catch that Udes coming around this corner, and I would shotgun him in the face. That was what I had in mind. But since that Udes has come towards me, I thought we could both cap and wait for the 4-3-0 to come, but instead he's climbed up. But just as well, his proxy spotted that 4-3-0, which has dropped down. So I'm going to wait here in this corner for him to come after me, to come after around this corner, which would be the wise thing for him to do. But I looked at that Udes, he looked like he dropped down. So what did I do? I came forward here to put pressure onto the cap and wait for him to come around that corner. But what's happened is he's taken a hit. He's gone directly down for some reason. I don't know why. So I saw that 430U shot. So this is my only opportunity. I had to make a decision fast. Try to shotgun him. It looks like that Udes flipped on his side, which is why he got this 430 got that free shot. Now I'm still full HP and he didn't finish me off. And I managed to lock in and snapshot him there. How lucky was that? This is one of my last games in the Batchat 155-55. I'm done with it. I've sold it and it is over and done with. And I'm pretty glad it was, because this was, it wasn't like a dreadful tank to play, but I'd rather have not played it, to be honest with you. The M5355 in the US line is a lot better tank in a tier 8 and a lot more viable if you want to enjoy yourself in tier 9 artilleries. The M5355 is a lot better tank. So bye bye Batchat 155-55, and I'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.